Good morning from the cabin. We've got fun projects going on today. Okay, so we've got some really fun things going on today.
Fun? What?
Fun! Yeah. We're here, so every day is fun if we're here. And the sun is shining and it's beautiful out. And we've got a truckload of stuff to show you.
Oh, wait till you see what's in the truck.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we went and got ourselves an IBC tote. Wow. An IBC tote, food grade. I think it was used at a distillery, the guy told us.
Distillery.
Distillery for runoff.
So we're gonna get some residual out of that.
We're not gonna drink it. We're just gonna shower and do dishes and wash our hands. And we have, you know, a rain catching system already, but this one's gonna be a lot better and a lot more.
So what she's saying is, in the back of this truck is what we have is a water containment system. We have 320 square foot of roof on the east side of the cabin.
Okay.
So the cabin and the porch is about 320-ish, 360 square feet. We did the math last night, and every square foot of roof collects a little more than a half a gallon for every inch of rain. Okay. So that means
0.6.
with a 330 gallon tote, literally
3 inches of rain?
2 inches of rain, she's full. That's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be great.
And we will never in an entire summer
use that much.
No.
We just use it to shower and wash dishes and clean with. So
Since it's from a distillery, I might drink it.
some rainwater, some beautiful clean Minnesota rainwater.
No, the distillery.
Oh, it's
There's
empty.
alcohol in
It's
there.
empty. It's been triple washed.
I'm gonna check.
But you can still smell it. It smells good.
Might not be empty.
Anyway, got some black gutter, IBC tote, some 2x4s, some paint, and
High country.
we're gonna set up our water system. Yesterday we pretty much spent the day getting settled in. We unpacked the truck. We took an afternoon nap. That was quite lovely. We did. All right. It was great. I slept in the hammock with Herman in my lap, and Jason took a nap on the couch on the porch. It was lovely. And then we got a hold of the IBC tote guy and drove, I don't know, about an hour to pick that up, and then went to the green store.
What does IBC stand for?
I have no idea.
Comment.
IBC. I'm not really sure. I just know that that's what it is.
I don't know
IBC
that.
tote.
I don't know that, but
That's
you know
what
that.
I looked up on the marketplace, and that's what came up. So it must be right, but I don't know what IBC stands for at all. Not a clue.
First step is we have to hang. There's nothing for this gutter to hang on because we
Didn't plan for it.
no, like everything.
Everything we've done around here is not.
We kind of hung the tin over the porch about a foot, so there's nothing for the gutter to hang on to. So right, wrong, or otherwise, we're gonna put a 2x4 out towards the edge that can handle the gutter, and then we're going to try and brace it back to the porch with these trusty Maynard's 2x4s.
Yep. Green store.
Oh, green store.
Green store.
Just call it what it is. I'm slightly concerned, but you know, this thing held a lot of ice just this past winter. I'm worried about how much strength this has, you know, out at the edge of this, but we had that 8-foot gutter on here last winter, and it held.
It did. It was shocking.
And it was literally just zip screwed on there for
just to keep water off of us when we went in the door. I would assume this will be fine.
So buttons,
All right, buttons.
We need to get a 2x4 mounted to the front.
Okay.
We'll do that.
All right.
I'll maybe get up top. You can, or I'll get underneath and you can screw from the top, however you want to do it.
Okay. Oh, look at what I got. I got the whole pack out system here because I'm a little bit spoiled, and it is like the most convenient thing on earth because I have every tool possible to do anything in this system, and I use it a lot at home too, so it goes everywhere. It's in my truck every single day, so it's exciting. Love it. Highly suggest. It's on wheels. They all snap together, and I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. It's really, really convenient.
Okay, see these lines? I got a line there, and a line under the ladder there.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to get up there. You're going to get on that ladder and line the 2x4 up on the back side of that
Line. Okay. I can do that. Just flush with this end, I take it.
Yeah.
This line. Forward, middle. Back a little. One more. Yep.
It's just fine.
We never claimed to be professional gutter installers.
All this is to catch water to put in the
IBC.
Yeah, and also it's kind of nice to keep the water off of the entrance like
this.
If you can measure that, what's left, and cut it to four.
Yep, I'm gonna take the screen off this edge, so
Why is that in the way?
it will be. I won't be able to get it off there if I
Okay.
don't. So, start with that. All right, this screen has got to go. And I'm just taking it. Should I take it all the way to the edge
Sure.
of the tin?
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Okay. Over now.
4 feet. No, 5 feet.
61 and a half. 5 foot, 1 inch and a half. 61 and a half.
52 and 3.
I even have a square in my pack out. Somewhere. Well, thought I did. I do not have a square, but I have this.
Just, hanging out up here.
Well, I'm doing my work, and I'm a camera crew, so it's a lot.
Boy, these skaters.
There's something. Oh, whoop. See, didn't say it was a good camera crew. Ooh, that's straight. That's pretty good, I think. Good from here. How's it look from out there? Actually, it feels pretty solid too.
Well, if the one last year stayed up here.
I know. It's true.
Bye.
I gotta paint that, don't I?
Yeah.
Yep, I should get my paint and stuff ready.
Well, we got to put the braces back,
Huh.
I think. Depends on. Ouch.
Do you want to work on the braces and I'll paint so we can
Sure.
knock things out?
My wristwatch is broken. My shoes are untied. Time is a-ticking, and so is the tide. But I am not worried. Things are what they are. Come rain or come shine or a shooting star. I've been to the south.
All right. That's like what the Shabin was missing, was a black piece of something across the front of there. It looks really nice. Yes, and we're gonna take down that mosquito netting. And we talked about building in the outdoor kitchen, but I think we're just gonna take the netting down and see how that serves us.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You can't build in a smoker. Like if you you can't build in a smoker.
I know.
Otherwise you gotta go to the outside of the smoker and open the window to let the smoke out.
I know. So
It makes no sense.
we're just gonna leave it wide open. I hate the mosquito netting, so we're just gonna ditch that, and when we're cooking, shut the window. And when we need to check it, open it real quick and then shut it real quick so the mosquitoes don't kill us. And another thing, because of that netting, I never even sealed that side of the Shabin. So I suppose this summer I have more oil and diesel work to do.
Rinky dinky. Rinky dinky.
I know gutters are kind of a goofy thing. Got the ends glued on. We're waiting for some paint to dry and some glue to dry. And then we're gonna hang these gutters. Kind of excited. I think it's gonna look really nice too. Listen to them birds, Jay.
They sound so happy.
Yeah. What we have here is a bracket.
Right.
Or a gutter hanger. It's crooked. It's crooked. Yep, it's back to the same spot. A little more? Yeah, that's pretty good.
You're dandy.
Try to be.
To the north, east, and the west, the middle, of course. I may have been astray, but I never been lost, never been beat by the road.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's gonna be a lot more stable than our old one. Your hair looks great. Show me your little mullet curls. Woo, I love them.
I'm a mallard duck. I'm a 4 curl. It's a trophy in most people's book.
Trophy in my book, babe.
There you go. Ba-dum-bum. Where you going with them?
Away from here?
I like it. Might have been easier to pull them that way through there.
No, the branches wouldn't have went through the...
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, can you grab me that?
Yeah. Gotcha.
I dropped it again.
Perfect. Can you try and hang on to it? Come on. Nope. Do you make me grab it again?
You were right there.
You dropped it on purpose.
Oh.
hate this movie.
What are you doing? About $1 waiting on a dime.
Shut up.
She's a 10. The skeeter's not. They're vicious.
Yeah.
I guess I've been lucky to some degree for someone who ate all the fruit from the tree. The stars.
Tap it. Tap it. Keep going. Tap the back a little bit.
I need something, not my
Really? Yeah, I thought that wood would be great. Don't bend it. There we go. Hopefully I got enough flow to her. I don't know. I figure it's gonna, you know, it's not gonna hold water, so if it gets to leak out one end, why?
Do you want to put a level on it and just see, or no?
No.
No. I think it looks really nice.
I feel haggard. So, let's discuss the elephant in the room.
You ever heard of shingles?
Well, yeah.
It's healing. It's one of the reasons we're at the Shabin, is so we can relax and not be so stressed out. Home is a pretty stressful place, especially in the spring. And
I'm in pain, folks. I don't know. Y'all have probably heard of shingles before, because it's been 3 weeks and it's not better. They say months.
they
3 to
say
4
months for the nerve pain. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But so
Let's
if he
finish this
seems a
thing.
little off, it's because he is. We're gonna finish this project.
Boom! Then go take a nap. Unfortunately, it appears to me though, like from the door it goes that way and this way, but the water's gonna find its way out. It doesn't matter. If we could raise that end up.
Do you want me to raise it up? Do you want me to get a level?
Well, I can tell you that that end is about 1 inch low.
What do you want me to do?
Well, while you're screwing that,
Unscrew it and lift it?
unscrew what you've done here, go to that end and start there. If that's okay. You've only got 2 ends?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Like bend them.
Oh. Bend them up. You know what I mean?
Burn!
Hey, Burn. Hey, Burn.
Line and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by. I was born at morning on the first day of June, 1900 and something and two.
That looks awesome, Laura.
It does. It's pretty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One more screen net around our kitchen. That looks a lot better. All right. I had to charge the old camera up, and in that time, things are happening. I think that will look nice and work well. No?
Well, I wish I could bend it far enough to touch this, but I can't. So I'm probably gonna have to put a 2x4 here to support it. You have to paint that black. And then once we get here, well, we'll turn it to the tote or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
But we kind of need the tote here so we can see where that elevation's going to be.
Okay.
Mom was a sweetheart, my father was too. They left me a watch and an old pair of shoes. I guess I've been lucky to some degree for someone who is.
This thing's tall. We're gonna come through that river.
330 gallons.
Say, it ain't gonna take a lot of political. You'll see what I mean.
The hole?
Now you'll see what I'm saying. There's going to be a whole lot of fold in this thing. You'll start figuring out how to level that out.
We made it.
Huh?
We made it. We got her in there.
Oh.
Now we need to level it and place it. Yep.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to put it up in the air and build like this awesome 2-foot structure for it. The reality is, if I put that thing 2 more feet in the air, it's going to be as high as my damn gutter. And my gutter came off.
It's tall. All right, unfortunately, I have to look for our dogs. I'm gonna cut that 2x12. Just waiting on me.
So, okay, let me just... Gravel would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe when you're wagging off the road. I don't know how else you want to do this.
From the tree, stars been aligned, and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by.
That looks really good. I think it looks level across this way, and I feel like it flows right to the drain, which is...
That's good. I'm gonna go grab one more little shim just to help stabilize it. Not too shabby. Good work, Griffiths.
We're a good team.
Yeah, we try. Now he's fashioning up something to hold the gutter onto our outdoor kitchen.
Lord.
No fancy tricks.
I'll be okay in the sweet by and by.
Oh, I see. You want to do that?
I think so. Will that look okay?
That's fine.
And then just go from here all the way up.
Okay.
Might provide some stabilization for it too.
What are you doing now?
I'm gonna cut that 2x4.
Tell him, not me.
I'm gonna cut this 2x4.
Why?
Make it look pretty. All right, so that should be able to brace our other end of the gutter there.
Get a couple more in where it comes out of the downspout, and then
Okay.
work on pulling out of here.
I like it.
Hopefully we didn't go too low.
I think we can make it happen. I think we can make it happen.
Did you just cut those just the right length to trip a guy?
Yep. A couple more screws up here, and then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
39.
I like it. This should be fun for everyone.
Now mind you folks, don't judge the Milwaukee, judge the operator. Oh, this is not the tool for the job. Start like, you know, try and get just that corner. Don't try and go all the way across. No, that's so the next end slips on easier. That's the only reason.
It's really not that bad of a cut, folks. I'm gonna cut you with it.
Boom.
That's the end you need, huh? Yes, ma'am. Well, okay, sir. All right. We're having fun now. I'm excited.
You're a dork. I love you for it.
That just smells nice.
Smells like whiskey. Oh, you think you're gonna mallet it back that way?
I think I need it to be.
I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. Tell me if it moves.
Yeah, it's working. Might give it more stability too. Whoa.
What?
Didn't say I was a good cameraman.
It doesn't turn sharp enough.
Does it? Oh, that doesn't. Well, went on that little farther at least.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a mallet, I mean, it might push the whole thing, which will be okay.
Try and hold it so it doesn't push the whole thing.
You don't want it to push the whole thing?
No.
Okay. Oh, stop.
What happened? Did it split?
Mm-hmm. Which actually might not hurt it. I don't actually think that'll hurt it if it's bent far enough.
Yeah.
It's good?
I think so.
Whoa.
You just unbent it. We can screw it together.
Okay. Now you need to measure. Do you have your tape and measure?
No. You measure.
How far?
I don't know, a couple inches, inch and a half.
Inch and a half. Let's go with 24 or 25. Okay.
24?
25.
24 and a half.
24 and a half. Okay. Cut it. Pretty proud of that. It's a nice straight cut. I love it.
Kind of built this where we can't really access it very well. You know what I mean?
How much are you going to need to access it?
Well, I'd like to put a screen on that, so I mean, I'd like to put a screen around the top of that. What I might end up doing is just cutting this off right here.
Okay. Otherwise, you screen where it drops into this piece.
Oh, then it'll just plug the gutter. I think I'm going to end up doing this. Because then I can always put the lid on it if I want to.
Jeez.
Louise. That's awesome.
It's pretty stable too. It's awesome. Awesome. Good morning from the wonderful Shabin. So yesterday we worked on a rainwater system, and we will definitely show you around that quick. And yeah, then that'll be pretty much the end of this video. But we have another fun project coming up next week for you guys. So yeah, if you liked this video, please like the video, you know, thumbs up. As always, please subscribe if you enjoy our videos, and we love your comments. So yeah, let's take a little rainwater encatchment system tour.
Man, come up to the cabin to relax, they said.
Yeah.
Anyway. Look it. No more are we wasting water. No more are we having to come out of this door into rain falling on our head.
No more.
No more. We got 22 feet of gutter. We've got 330 gallons of storable water space.
Whoop.
Did that make sense?
Yeah. 330 gallon tank there.
I'm on stuff. Just
well, yeah.
stuff.
Shingles has
yeah.
been bad. So anyway, gutter. And then we got our downspout that runs across here, and it's really sturdy and it's great.
The nice thing is most of it's under a roof, so it's not going to collect snow. You know, there shouldn't be a lot of snow on here. Right. Here we may have to brace that for the winter. But honestly, for the winter we might just disconnect it.
Time will tell.
We do have this too far down into the tank. I'm going to probably cut it here so I can put some type of a sock or a net. Probably just screen, honestly.
Screen, yep.
Couple of teaspoons of swimming pool chlorine, and
good to go.
We're not drinking this, folks. We're not making coffee with it. We're not cooking hot dogs in it. This is literally just for dishes and showers and you know, things like that.
Yes, that should be more than enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we each use probably about 1.5 gallons of water to shower. Gallon? Not much. So each shower.
Well, when we have this full, we'll probably use a little more.
Maybe. Treat ourselves.
You know what? And in the long term, I thought it would be neat to have, I'd like to eventually have a system here where there's actually a 12-volt pump with a solar to charge a 12-volt, and have a pump system here that will then pump this water through the entire camp. into the cabin, into the bathhouse. You know,
Yep.
we're gonna put underground irrigation so we can irrigate the yard, and we're gonna have a drip system for all the trees to make sure they're healthy.
That is not true, folks. Minnesota gets enough rain that it's not necessary to irrigate our trees and grass.
Yeah. If you
And
want to see
we don't
water,
mow
all I
here,
have
so-
to do is dig a hole about 20 inches deep, and it'll fill it with water.
It will. We are pretty swampy here, for sure.
It's Minnesota. It is a swamp.
It is a swamp, yes. So yeah, that is our water, encatchment system.
That's where we tried to make an old well there where you fell.
Where I just fell into.
Yeah.
Yep. That didn't work, so
I
don't
think it
know.
looks pretty good.
I do too, yeah.
It really finished the front of the cabin. I love that.
The gutter did, yeah. It gave it some dimension that it was missing before.
On the camera, you might notice that far left corner is a little low. I am going to have to adjust that a little bit, or she'll catch all the ice and then it'll rip off there come January, February.
Yep, a little more work to do. And I need to paint and stain the side of the cabin there underneath the overhang for the outdoor kitchen. But, yep, there it is.
Okay,
All right,
that's a wrap.
that is a wrap. Like, subscribe, comment, all the things. Thanks, guys.